Hello, YouTube. This is James. You're watching a triple commentary by two of my friends in real life. We go over various topics like politics, games, and TV, and how much Fox News sucks dick. And it's pretty funny. And one of my friends actually has a YouTube channel, and I'll put that in the description so you can check him out. So, hope you give this a chance. This is part one of two.
Podcast start.
Welcome to Rising Potential.
No, that's not.
Go.
Set,
The Rising Podcast, Episode 1, Ben Goings.
Set yourself up.
Cracking under pressure.
Set yourself up. What did you just say you were going to explain?
Okay, fine. I was just going to explain the political spectrum real quick.
Okay.
Most people kind of define the political spectrum as just there's the
drink some
left,
tea.
there's the left, there's the right. You know, the right is the conservatives, the left is the liberals. That is not true at all. The center, traditionally, the exact center of the political spectrum has been the liberals.
Oh, all the stuff went away.
And far to the right would be like Mussolini.
Mm-hmm.
And I think most people don't know this either, that political spectrum just doesn't go horizontally. It goes vertically too. There's actually
Diagonally.
No, it doesn't. It creates a cross. And there's an X and Y of axis,
That's how
essentially.
Christianity was formed.
And the farther you go up, the more authoritarian you are. The farther you go down, the more libertarian you are. Most people don't think that libertarian is a word to describe like Ron Paul or Gary Johnson or one of those guys. It's actually a word to describe, most commonly and historically it's been described or used to describe socialists and communists. Like a libertarian communist is one, usually you're kind of on the level of anarchism at that point, but like for instance, I think I would describe myself as a libertarian socialist, meaning that you don't believe in full government control over all the aspects of your life. You just believe that certain programs work better under government, like healthcare, education, stuff like that. And then what also goes along with socialism would be worker control of companies. People can't outsource excessively. They can't give themselves massive bonuses. Like when a company gets enough money for a bonus, they distribute it equally among everyone, or depending on how far you are up in the company. So there is in socialism there is a lot of opportunity to rise up. You interact more with the lower levels, and like for instance in a company, you won't have a janitor that makes 15,000 and then the top guy makes 500,000. You'll have a janitor that makes 40,000 and the top guy who makes 120,000. So that's the difference. That way the janitor can live a good life. The top level guy can live a better life, but he worked for it because he's the top level guy. And he probably has more education, which of course is heavily subsidized by the government at that point. But anyway, let's see, right-wing stuff. Obama. He's not actually liberal. He's a moderate conservative. He's a moderate authoritarian, moderate conservative, essentially. He's moderate right-wing, period. That's really what it is.
What's Mitt Romney?
Oh, he's borderline fascist. He's not quite fascist. He's a special kind of fascism, something kind of like inverted fascism, where it's not incredibly obvious that the government, and corporations work together, because it isn't. A lot of people don't even know that, which is kind of sad. But a lot of people, excuse me. But the way it is there's a lot more behind the scenes stuff going on, and there's been tons of films made about this, and even though there's a lot of good films out, people just don't know about it, and there's not enough. It's just people don't know. I don't know why. They resist intellectualism and they resist education. And I'm like, here's the thing. Like, I'm not even like an academic or anything. I'm not like a history major. I just look this stuff on Wikipedia and look it up at different political analysts' blogs, and what did Marx say about this, and what did this guy say about this, and like a really good guy to look at is Noam Chomsky. He's a linguistics professor at MIT, and he's a really smart guy. He's a anarcho-syndicist, I think that's how you pronounce that. It's kind of like it's a little bit like communism, and it's a little bit like socialism. But
Anarcho-Syndicus is the name of my new band. Play pop covers of Daft Punk songs. That makes no sense, but...
Oh yeah, so the far left isn't actually Stalin. The far left would be Marx. There's a difference between Marx and Stalin. Marx is a left communist. Stalin is a far right communist. So that's kind of funny. Like, far right communists and far right fascists agree on the same things, but for completely opposite reasons. So like, they believe that there should be a one-party system, but the communists believe they should be a one-party system because they claim that it's because of the workers, which in reality it really isn't. If you look at all the communist propaganda from North Korea and from Soviet Russia, it's all just BS. You know, like they're all like, oh, you know, we'll give you power, but in reality, you don't even have a job. You know, because you know the distribution of wealth is all effed up at that point.
What are your thoughts on Bill O'Reilly?
He's an entertainer. He's not really a journalist. I mean, yeah. Jon Stewart's more of a journalist than he is.
I think Jon Stewart's more of an entertainer than Bill O'Reilly.
That's the funny part.
Bill O'Reilly.
That's why it's ironic.
Bill O'Reilly is more of a sensationalist.
Well, Fox News in general is sensationalist.
Sometimes I have trouble deciding what to watch on TV.
I don't know.
Just don't watch any.
No, I don't watch Bill O'Reilly. If what I see of him is like
if I'm gonna watch comedy, I either watch Comedy Central or Fox News.
Well, yeah, don't get me started on the TV companies and stuff. But yeah, TV at the moment is just so incredibly, or TV news specifically is just awful. Just go on
Reddit.
Go on like sites like Democracy Now. What else? Al Jazeera is really
when
good
do you
for,
think television
for
will die?
Foreign policy. Never.
Not never.
Really?
Probably ever.
Like,
I mean, maybe 5,000 years. But
until maybe our generation is more dominant. Because I feel like most people right now want TV.
I mean, the internet's replacing some stuff, which is good. I like that. I like that very much.
I was reading a whole bunch of articles last week. This like a whole coverage of war of TV or war on TV, where it's like, what is gonna become dominant within the years? Is everyone like a whole bunch of companies are doing like the whole video thing and trying to compete with TV. All have like a lot of pluses, but very heavy minuses. Like.
Mm-hmm.
There's always things like cable may be like a complete piece of shit, like how you use it and everything, but it still has everything you want to watch. Yeah. Mostly, you know, most of the time I don't want to watch
Cops.
Not just Cop, but like
G4.
No, I'm saying on normal channels that you'd watch, but like, you know, if I want to watch, I mostly want to watch one thing. I want to watch the thing that I know I want to watch, not spend time on the TV going like,
yeah. Every time I turn on the TV, there's never anything good on.
This is on. I guess I'll watch this. But the thing is, the TV gives me more of an option to look for things of like, oh, hey, this is on. Oh, this is on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll watch this.
I'll record this and watch it later.
Yeah, like we have a TiVo we can use to record things and watch it later. And, you know, if we bought a thing, if we bought this like $100 thing, I could plug it in and watch anything I have on my TiVo anywhere with my phone.
Yeah, that's
and that would be awesome.
Also, Wii U.
Yeah, well, you can't bring a Wii U gamepad with you. But you know,
wait, can you?
No, it's only connected to the system.
You could take a Wii U and hook it into your
car
somehow.
How far does the range go?
About
25 feet.
That sucks. Because I thought that like you could have your Wii U on, and then you could bring your controller and you could play it right now. Like, you can play Mario on your controller right now.
Maybe if you, like, set up, like, some weird wireless connection into, like, a 4G.
So you're saying if I was at school, I could play the Wii U from my house?
Yes. That'd be cool. Or you could just buy a DS.
Just thousands of feet.
Or you could just buy a DS.
Thousands
I would
of feet.
think maybe you'd have to, like, connect your Wii U to,
That'd
like,
be awesome.
some sort of 4G connection and
tunnel
it to...
I don't even know how you would do that.
That'd be awesome,
anyway.
though.
It's just like...
You could fuck with your parents, like, turn it on and off.
Heavy. Hey, Dad, I'm gonna fuck with you. Check out this gamepad. I'm going home. I mean, I'm going to school. I'm gonna play video games on the go. You fucker. Can't stop me. Oh, shit, son.
If I did that, my dad would just laugh really hard.
Because you're in full control of the TV. You turn to the news and all of a sudden Mario plays. Like Bill Riley.
Well, I mean, I play like Call of Duty on my bed. Then my TV's right next to my bed, but still, it's kind of cool.
How is that?
It's a little bit awkward, but
are you playing multiplayer or single player?
Multiplayer.
Because I even think when I was playing that, it's just like there's a whole thing of like you probably want to have a bigger screen to notice that movement of like someone moving into the screen, and you ought to catch that guy and see him and draw a bead on him with your gun before he sees you. And I feel like on that tiny screen when I was playing, it was like, oh god, is that an enemy or what's?
Yeah.
Especially with like some of the colors of those maps, where it's like brown and the guy's brown.
Yeah,
and
I've had so many times where like a guy would be like right next to like a tank of fuel or something, and like he has like this brownish blackish coat, and the thing is just pure black, and it's like I can't see him at all. He blends it perfectly.